Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air. It's Milroe. Hit as he throws. And the pass is intercepted. What a nice play. And even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in, how you want to be successful, and bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
Line gets set, first down.
Down, 55, weak.
Looking for space. It's Judkins. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here comes the two-point try. He's looking to throw. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. To throw, it's Milroe. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Out of the shotgun on third down. On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Oh, he wants it all. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Quarterback extends the play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be checked down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks.
He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He's got him, and they convert. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
They'll try to pop the draw. And the ball squirted out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. The give is to Miller. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 8, Alabama 0.
New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Haynes.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Milroe. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to throw it again. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Howard. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to it.
And the ball's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field. Flying down the left side. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll... welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a first down play. Miller with the ball. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
To the ground with the bat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the ball is picked off. Still running at the 40. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Hand off from the shotgun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the fly.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Scanning the field, it's Milroe. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Howard. Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Turns it on in midfield. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
He'll try to do it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Skips away from pressure. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 7,
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
It's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fires on the move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. The short hands, it's Scott. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Looking deep. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
On the move, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. It's complete to the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man, it's Haynes. Tackled immediately after the catch.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That's caught. It's Henderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practice this all week. In 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They'll run it to the right. He's able to find his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He had that one slim to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. To the air on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Come on, alligator arms. I know you're running over the middle of the field, but do your quarterback a favor. Just make the play.
Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
From the gun. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.